welcome back to another episode of whyuce. I'm your host, Puni
And I'm your queen.
We got another one going on. This one is going to be a little different, folks. You know, your boy, I had a rude awakening. Shit, is
There you
that right?
go.
A rude
Yeah.
awakening?
A life moment, life
Oh,
awakening moment. Whatever you want to call
man.
it, but you had a moment.
Definitely
A
had a moment, Queen.
life-changing moment.
Life-changing moment. Now, to our listeners, the faithful ones, man, you know me and Queen, we talked about a lot of things on whyuce.
Lots.
But we're gonna try to did we promise a lot of stuff or we're just kind of like
Oh,
say
we
we're
didn't
gonna do
promise
this?
you. We're just here to communicate with our listeners. Be transparent.
There you go. One of the things we talked about a while back was losing weight, getting on that living what is it? Healthy lifestyle, right, Queen?
Making better choices.
Making better choices. Well, I only say that because Rooney Moore definitely did not make better choices since that last time we had that conversation. Oh, snap.
Where are you getting at? You
Well,
keep
before,
giggling and laughing.
yeah, right. I just jumped right to it, man. So, to our listeners, Puni Moore just I got checked out of the hospital. What Sunday? Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
I got checked in the hospital on Thursday. So I was actually, what do they call that? I was in the hospital from Thursday to Sunday, y'all. It was what do they call that? A minor heart attack. Had
Mile.
a mild heart attack. So I'm just now learning all these terms, trying to understand it. Find out. Well, I always known that I was a diabetic two. Is that the right thing? I'm gonna start trying to learn these terms and say it correctly because that's the person that I am right now. Diabetic two. Is that how you say it?
You're type 2.
Type two. Yep, type two diabetic, and have a heart problem because being diabetic plays a role in all that. So now got to work on eating right and change habits. Haven't been smoking for like almost a week now. I'm a heavy smoker. Life change, man. Rude awakening. That's what I've been up to, Queen. I don't want to get too much into detail with this crap, but just to let our listener know that we're not perfect. Uh, I'm not gonna try to advertise that I'm living a great life because nope.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, most people wouldn't want to talk about this. So it's nice that you're being very transparent and, you're talking about your health situation. Usually that's private, but you put it on air for everybody to know that you had a minor, you know, uh, situation. It's not minor, but it's huge in a way where it impacts your future. And if we don't start making changes now, you and me are both the same. We both have our medical conditions, but thank you for being very transparent about that. Yeah, Puni Moore gave me a little scare throughout the weekend.
Mm.
Um, but you gotta listen to your body, folks. You know, um, we were talking and he was telling me what was going on, and I advised, as I urged him, I was like, please go see the doctor. Go see the doctor. And when you tell people these things, you also got to take that advice that you've been giving out. So, but I've been going to the doctors, especially, I had my life scare back in 2018.
Hmm.
Um, so, being diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian cancer and, many other amongst things that I didn't even know was going on because I was too busy living my life, traveling for work. Sometimes you just got to slow things down and listen to your body and start making the choices um, that you should be doing. And obviously, I haven't been making some of the right choices, but with what happened with Putin, just reminded me that we gotta slow things down and right choices because we're up there in age, we ain't getting younger, so that's our little that's sorry guys, we had to start off that way, but
Mondays normally our recording session, but you know, as I said before, just checked out on Sunday, talked to Queen, and it's like, hey, yeah, we can reschedule. I think Queen is more surprised that I'm already ready to roll.
But this is your happy place.
Yeah,
That's
it
why.
is.
It's not
Yeah.
stressful to you. This is what you love to do, and this is eventually where, we're going with this. So if it wasn't your happy place, I wouldn't even bother being on here with you. Because I'm not trying to cause more stress on at the heart of yours. And but this is your happy place, so it only makes sense. So welcome back, brother.
You know what? The crazy thing about, well, I want to say crazy to the listeners. This is actually my first time actually staying in the hospital, getting admitted and having days in the hospital. Even actually getting I guess a minor surgery or what do they call that? Like a regular protocol where they got to go through your vein, not your
Uh-huh.
vein, but whatever you call that thing. It's like it's either you go through your wrist or you go through your hip.
Mm-hmm.
No, cardiovascular or something like that. They had to do that where you got to stick something in your like a wire, I guess what it is. It's like a little camera that can go and see your heart. And then if there's like blockage, then they can actually, that tool can actually remove it. But they were unable to remove the blockage that they found on mine because it was just a little mini one. Their concern was that it might cause more damage because if it was to, I guess, flood or something like that, then they'll have to go into actual surgery.
Oh, heart.
So, yeah, open heart thing. So, thank God that it didn't have to go to that part. But I do have a weak heart. Um, I even asked him, like, what is it, a lineage thing? Is it coming from generations and stuff like that? They rule that out still. There's just it's too early to try to say that any of that happens, if it's a
Mhm.
lineage thing. Which to me, I'm like, that's kind of crazy though, because all my siblings, all of us, I was the last one, and I finally was on the line of with a heart problem and stuff, like getting documented and hospitalized and stuff. I was where I'm getting at is like I was just more in shock. Like, is this really happening to me?
Yeah.
Like, am I really, laying on a bed, with people like stripping me down, butt naked, and washing me up and getting ready to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cut you up and stick a whole bunch of needles. Oh my gosh, how many needles have I been stuck with, Queen?
Every day they come in to take
Oh,
blood test from you.
yeah, the blood test, and then also because I was down low on, because I'm diabetic, so they had to bring the sugar down too. So it was like the fluids too. I was just all bad, guys. I was all bad, but
But let me ask you this. How was your rest while you were in the hospital?
man, that's what I was trying to get to. That was peaceful.
Mm.
Like for me, it was like there's no stress, ain't got to worry about regular life stuff.
Mm.
My family, everything was all about me. My wife, my kids, my parents are just like my siblings. Everything was about me.
Mm.
So just to, as far as that, having that time alone to like just to take a breather was really needed, if that
Mm.
makes sense. But staying in the hospital, hell no, man, that shit sucked. The
It's not.
sleeping, waking up every 3 hours, yeah, that sucked. But other than that, it was an experience that I don't want to do again. Go through it all again.
Yeah.
You know
And
how
did,
you go ahead.
did you have time to reflect in there?
Yeah,
You had a lot of time to yourself, so.
yeah. I had a lot of time to reflect. I mean, like I said, I thought about my health, thought about like what got me there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was the eating, the habits. I mean, shoot. The doctor was saying I got to cut down on salt for the diabetic situation. I'm like, damn, and I love salt. Everything I put on food is salt.
Are you the type that just be grabbing the salt and sprinkle hell of it on your food?
I'm not that
It,
bad,
it didn't, okay.
but I just know that I like having salt on everything because to me, I like that salty taste. But yeah, it's stop having salt since then. Learning it's eye opening because it definitely had to do when I got left when I was finally out of the hospital yesterday and the day before that. I just spent a lot of time online just looking at different kind of ways to cook food, because the way we
Yeah.
cook as Samoans is everything is greasy, fatty,
Mm-hmm.
salty. Had to change it all up. Had to change it all up. And it's good. It's good, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's those withdrawals
Yeah.
because I've ate so much, I get that hungry and stuff. And then the one I'm surprised of is the smoking. I'm really surprised off of that because I've been smoking in the what? 97. I want to say 97 since 97. Yeah. And a pack a day. So I don't know who this is for the listeners, man. Sometimes it took plenty more. A lot of times I hear people talk about like, oh, they quit smoking by cold turkey or by support or whatever, or motivation of something, or by
Mm-hmm.
faith, right? I done that, but this one that really made me quit is my life was about to end. And I just quit cold turkey. I always wanted to quit, just had that muscle memory and so used to just blowing a stick, Pause. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling off there, just talking out of my. Feel like I'm just talking, Queen.
Well, sometimes you got to talk about this because who else you be talking to about your health situation? It's something that maybe someone needed to hear that they're probably struggling about something and they don't even know, or maybe they need that little push to maybe do your yearly follow-up checkup. A lot of men and women, especially at our age, or the ones who just turned 30, whatever, or whatever age, we tend to skip the doctor's office. You don't have to go because you're sick or anything, like, have life-changing things. Just get your regular checkup so you know where you're at with your body, you know. Even when, I hear a lot of people sometimes says, I'll leave it up to God, so forth, but you can't leave everything up to God. You got to meet God halfway. You got to do your part, you know. Um, and then you talk about quitting. It took this for you to quit. This is the only way that you were able to quit is, well, here you go. You got this mild heart attack, and that's how serious, it took for you to quit. Other people can quit cold turkey, but you're not other people. Everyone is their own story. So, I think this health, talking about the health thing, a lot of our people I know for sure, we talk about it, but we don't put action behind it.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm glad remember, we spoke about going on this journey together before we even got live. We spoke about it maybe 2 weeks ago that you and I are gonna start going on a weight loss journey.
Yeah, and we
But it's
talked
not
about
about
it.
just, yeah, it's not about just losing weight right now. It's about getting our bodies right, making the right decision to get healthy. Um and losing weight is a big thing about it, but it's just our intake, what we do on a daily basis. We really gonna have to be intentional instead
Hmm.
of reckless. What I mean is, for me, is continue to work and helping other folks, but you forget to help yourself. And this goes back to what we actually talked about in May about, self-care. It's not,
Hmm.
that was a mental health month, but right now it's about self-care, and if it has to be mentally and physically. And physically meaning our health, and everything has to do with our minds too, is our mindsets. We got to keep that healthy, So to me, this is a great topic, and I know you think you're rambling on, but sometimes people just need to hear what other people go through, because your story could be similar to what they're going through, and maybe help them push to go see a doctor, or just make better choices. Like, another thing you want to look at is your finances. Look where we're eating, look where your money's going, you know. Um, if you look at it, a lot of people go eating out. You might, like you said about changing the way you eat. It's gonna cost money because how we just go to fast food or whatever pickup, and it's so quick, so convenient, and it's cheaper. But it's gonna cost money to actually live a better health lifestyle, or it may not, because you might just start eating less meat. I don't know what your diet plan is. I don't like saying diet because the first three letters is DIE, die. So what food plan you're gonna have. To me, it's all about planning and just being more intentional about it. So I love that we're talking about this. And yeah, hello everyone. It's not your usual whyuce talking points right now, but we just felt like this is a great time to talk about this. But we'll get into other stuff too. So that's where I'm at. So I'm just happy that you're talking about it because it was a life scare. Even though if it's a mild a heart attack is a heart attack to me. My father went through that. So, and it changed his life tremendously. It took like 10 to 15 years off of him when he had that open heart surgery.
Yeah.
So the
He
second,
looked definitely older than what he's supposed to be.
yeah, it's happened right after your mom's life celebration.
Yeah.
You see the pictures, and my dad is just totally, but he's doing really good right now. But we should be taking lessons on everything that we've dealt with in the past, our parents, our family, especially ourselves.
I guess for me it's yeah, uh listening, paying attention to these warnings, You see your parents and your siblings going through it should motivate you as an individual to make a change in your lifestyle when it comes to health. Again, I just feel like just me being a stubborn person that it had to take, this extreme measure to happen for me to actually pay attention and really dive into like focusing on my intake of food, the importance of lowering down the blood, what is it, the sugar
Mhm.
and the salt. So for the chance for my heart to have the opportunity to pump correctly. So just it's a learning, it's an eye opening, and I'm just grateful that I'm able to be here and to be with my host Queen. We I'm just appreciated and just excited for the future. But yep, that's all I have for this topic as far as Puni Moore getting held up and getting released afterwards from a mild heart attack, folks. We're gonna jump right to it, Queen. Let's talk about it.
Let's do this.
So
What do you
to
want
go
to
ahead,
talk
go ahead.
about? What is he
Mhm.
talk about?
So, Queen, like I told our listeners, because you were busy, so we're finally getting this segment in. So let's talk about it. I went ahead and did a poll on my own personal twit or X, and the question was: have you ever experienced or witnessed any form of discrimination or harassment in the workplace? I did a poll for like 2 or 3 days, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to shout out to the 6 voters. I appreciate y'all. But to me, numbers, that's all that matters. So it's pretty cool. At least we had 6 volunteers that I don't know of, but 74 people that actually seen the post. And yeah, that's how that goes on X for now. But anyways, 67% said yes, they have out of
Mm-hmm.
that 6 people. So obviously probably what, 4 of them? Four.
Yeah. Thank you, all
You know,
6. Yeah.
I know, right? And then one of them, because I posted on three different platforms. So it was, the other one was obviously the same thing. Yes, they witnessed it. But one of them, shout out to Reppin Podcast, REPPIN.
Mhm.
They left a question saying their comment was the question should really be, how do you stop this behavior and how do we help one another? So Queen, let's talk about it.
Yeah. That's a great question, Reppin. Reppin podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot stop anybody's behavior, but what you can do is stand up for each other. So when Puni presented the question, have you ever witnessed, or did you say have saw discrimination? Witness it?
Yeah. Yes.
My question would be also a follow-up question. What did you do when you witnessed
Yep.
discrimination? That's huge. The reason why I asked that question is if you have not, if you didn't stand up for that person, it's the question you're going to ask, why didn't you do so? The only way we can help each other out is by saying something when you see something wrong. But if you don't say anything and you see something wrong, you're just as bad as the person who's committing the crime or the action, the discrimination. Sometimes, yes, I hear people say, well, I don't want to write no memos. I want to stay quiet. I want to be out of it. I don't want to be part of it. But you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem because you're not saying anything. You're allowing this individual to continue to discriminate against your coworkers or your friends, anyone. People just walk away from it, or people just record. The problem with our society, or the problem with us, is having to do something about it. So that's how you help each other out, is stand up and speak out for those people. And if it's a work situation, learn your policies, your rules and everything within your workplace. Learn what discrimination is. There are different types of discriminations. You got to understand the type of discriminations that you're witnessing. It could be discriminating against race, discriminating against your age, discriminating against the color of your skin, discriminating because of gender, discriminating because the clique, the people you with. Disparity in treatment, meaning your supervisor treats someone better than you just because they favor that person. So the bottom line is understanding what type of discrimination. And to answer Repin's question is you cannot stop people from doing what they do. If they're going to, be bullies or discriminate against people, they're going to do it. But if you address it, then at least that's step one. And that's how you help each other out, is self-education, go to training, and step up for one another. Stand up for it. You don't have to be rude about it. You can engage in a conversation or tell them, cut it out. Call them out on it. That's how you help people. But you can't control one's action. You can tell them to stop, but you can't control it. But that's how you do it, is stand up for one another. That's my answer to that question for Repin.
Oh,
Discrimination is huge.
it is, right. What about when, I'm speaking from there's a lot of reasons why employers or myself would not step up to when witnessing situations of, when your supervisor is like, dominating and just being so verbally abusive. Sometimes we just I just feel like that sometimes we just afraid to get to lose our job because that's what's paying our bills. My question is how
Understand.
can getting how can people overcome that? You just got to face it. Some people just don't. What about to those employers who just like they're just so accustomed to it, so used to it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like
Like how do you help those out? Like
it's like you're stuck in a relationship that you can't get
an
out.
abusive relationship.
There you go. You know, it's
I mean,
happening.
that's reality, Queen.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why a lot
called
of people don't.
retaliation. What everyone's fear of retaliation.
Retaliation. Yep.
You know,
So how do you overcome that? Like, is there any kind of advice how people can at least, like a baby step ways to try to come towards their eventually able to face their fear? Because not everybody's able to just step up to the plate and be like, hey, what you're doing
Nope.
is, it's not right, and so
That's why,
on.
that's why I say you can't control what people do,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to speak from my experience, why I decide it is my choice. I
Yeah.
decide, and I know the consequences. The thing is, I understand the consequence. I understand the retaliation that's coming because it's obvious it's going to happen. I know that. I accept that. But what I did was, knowing that that's going to come my way when I know I'm going to step out, regardless, I had to educate myself on my rights. The more I knew, the more comfortable I became of challenging, any staff member,
There you go.
manager, line staff, it doesn't matter. But I learned also how to deliver the message.
Yeah.
Before, I used to just come guns blazing, start quoting all this, because I knew it. So I was like straight up asshole when I first started understanding. But then you get, as the years went by, you have to learn how to communicate with people,
Yeah.
and that's where I'm at right now. So the beginning stages is understanding my rights and exercising my rights is how I built confidence in myself and knowingly that I may be retaliated against for me stepping up to the plate. So it's basically understanding the consequences, knowing that it can and probably will happen. The possibility is like 95%, but I still went ahead and did it because the more, like, the saying, knowledge is power. You
Yeah.
hear it all
That's
the time,
yeah.
but it is very true when you exercise it. But if you don't and you just leave it on a block of ice, then of course nothing's going to happen.
That's so true. I believe that's the answer right there. In order for you to face your fear, is to be, equip yourself to be knowledgeable, to what the rules and regulations are, so you know what your rights are. And I think at first I thought it was just me, and I started to realize there's a group of people that's like me, where it's kind of like we get upset about things at work, feel like we're getting passed up on promotions or just being mistreated, but it's just simply because we don't understand our own rules and stuff, and we
Mhm.
rely on other people instead of just doing your own homework. And yeah, that's just my encouragement. Just trying to encourage our people, our listeners, to got to step out the box and equip yourself with study or understand, learn, read the rules and regulations, like Quinn mentioned. Because once you, like she said, knowledge is what knowledge is king
Yeah,
in the
knowledge
world
is
that we live.
yeah,
Power area, yeah. That's why we have a lot of these nerds taking over the world right now, folks, because they read a lot.
yeah. Whatever field you're in, learn it.
And I feel like a lot of the bullies are the ones that they're not reading books or anything like that. They're really not getting far in life, except for the ones that are them nerds that used to read books a lot back then are the ones that are ahead of the game.
Yeah, they just keep their head down and just like you said, head the game, keep learning and learning and move forward. They're always a student. Those who stop learning, I can't say nothing about. I'm not going to say it because it's not nice, but I believe in always being a student. So continue to learn, continue, and then applying it. That's all I have to say about that. So I mean, it's plain and simple. I'm just speaking from my experience. So you guys can evaluate what you think you can do, and if you have questions, more questions about it, then don't hesitate to drop a message.
There you
That's
go.
what we're here for, so we can talk about it.
Let's talk about it. You got any other topic you wanna let's talk about it?
Well, what about well, not really, let's talk about it because this was a handful. It'll probably be too much for people, but if they want more, they can ask. But what I do want to ask is some of the current events that's going on in our world today. I know we didn't read any articles, but I'm just hearing maybe something we can look into next time about getting rid of gas stove.
Oh,
I heard the state, I forgot what state it is, that maybe it's New York, that gas stoves are now not authorized. Well, just think about that when we let's read the articles later, but this is something to think about. If you are going to eliminate gas stoves, what does that tell you? Think about the businesses. Kitchens cook with open fire, bro. If,
yeah.
are you telling me that we're gonna that's gonna only be cooked with, like, electric stove? I don't That's just something to think about, but I'm gonna read up about it because I had this conversation with someone yesterday and I was like, I'll look into it. But those are some of the stuff we gotta be looking out for and be aware of what's going on, what's being passed around certain states. It's gonna affect our livelihoods. Ah, so
It's a it's one of the things that this is a good one to where like some agree, some don't, you know?
yeah.
It's,
But I'm just mind blown when they said gas stove. What's next?
yeah, I see that because it's like 53% oppose of gas stove ban.
Hmm. Okay, you're looking it up. Good. Yeah, so
Yeah, actually it's a poll. I don't know where from, but it's the Central Square by Joe Mueller. But yeah, it was a poll. That's interesting.
yeah, I just want to talk about some stuff that's going on around in our world. We talk about our health, we talk about, work, how you can handle discrimination or any type of stuff that's going on work, how to deal with it. And then, this is all the stuff we talk at happy hour. And then the current events of the stuff that's going on around your surroundings, got to be more aware of it. Shit, are you telling me I can't have bonfires on the beach anymore, bro? I mean, that's where we're going to? Open fire stuff? I'm just,
Wait, but is it specifically just gas, or are you talking about open fire? I think it's just gas though.
that's just the beginning, Puni More. I'm just
Oh,
saying,
you
if
already
you if you're gonna ban this crap, what else are you gonna ban?
yeah, you're right, man. You are my mind is just too
That's
I
okay. That's okay. I'm just saying we
no,
gotta.
I just had such a an experience this weekend that I can't fathom thinking about no. Let my brain cells like function again. Give me another week
Hey, your brain cells there already. You good?
to process this thought because now I'm like, you got me thinking like, man, what if they do ban this crap?
Oh, you know what?
Shoot.
That's probably a little bit too much on your heart right now. Okay, let's go back to happy thoughts. Let's go back to
Oh,
happy
real.
thoughts. What are you snacking on?
Shoot, nothing. You know what I want to talk about is what is your thought? Because we're 49er fans with Trey Lance. What's your thought with him going to the Cowboys? I mean, 49ers not giving him an even opportunity. Yeah, he got beat out by Brock and who's the second string now? The one that we just got?
Darnold. Is it Darnold?
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
Yeah, let's
Ready.
talk about that. Shit. Go
That's
ahead.
that's just gonna that's messing with your heart, bro. I see you're already angry about it. Change the damn subject.
nah,
Nah, it's gonna get you all worked up. I already see it in your face, man. You looking to the left and you looking up and already saying shit.
that's like one of the things I seen on the news when I was at the hospital. I'm like, what the heck?
And
I'm
then you
just
don't
like,
want to Yeah, you got two things. You got him traded to our enemy, of all enemies, is the Cowboys. We have a
And you got
history with them.
then you
And
got
then
Jimmy.
we're waiting for Bosa to sign.
Yeah, that's another one. They're not
Yeah.
signing Bosa his thing. And I'm like, okay.
He's gonna get signed. I believe he's gonna get signed up to the last minute. It's just, the man's trying to get his money. So I think that's why they got rid of Trey. They're trying to make some moves to keep Bosa. That's how I look at it. But
Ooh,
as for Trey going to the Cowboys, I'm not a big fan of that because, bro, check this out. We're playing the Cowboys this year, correct?
mm-hmm.
He might just pull a Brock Purdy on us.
I just wanted to see him at least give him the opportunity.
Yeah, I
You cannot discount the fact that he got hurt. It's the fact his injuries was the reason why. I'm like, come on, man. He should have gave this guy an opportunity because I can guarantee you, if it was a Caucasian that was a quarterback, he would have got a lot of opportunities before, what happened to Trey, man. That's where I'm at. I'm just disappointed because they didn't even give the young man the opportunity. And I blame those damn analysts and everybody else bitching about like, oh, he doesn't have enough playing time. Like, duh, he's been hurt. Shoot. I just wanted to see him play,
Yeah.
And I don't even like Shanahan. I never did. His offensive plays. I want McDaniel back too, cuz I didn't even know he was black and white. Not that has anything to do with my decision making. I just feel like McDaniel. I mean, look at how the Dolphins was,
Yeah.
until Tua went down.
He did a huge change out there.
Yeah. So maybe we'll be since it's football season, we'll just root our Niners, cuz something that we like to talk about, anyways. You know. What do you think? What do you think, listeners? Should we talk about our 49ers? Because we know we have 49er faithfuls listening to this.
When we do get new listeners, they can't stand the faithfuls.
There you go. Hey, we might just be along with what is his name, John Call and all of them, Queen, if we continue. Talk and Rambo. You ever seen Rambo? To do Rambo on his
Rambo. Yeah, I watch him.
Yeah. Talk to them and stuff because I like hearing their opinions. But man, that just really frustrated me, Queen. So annoyed. I'm so annoyed. It's gonna be one of them things, we're gonna come out hot. They're gonna make us happy. Then they get to the playoffs. Something like what happened to Brock Purdy is gonna happen again. I'm like,
last year was the worst feeling ever to see our team go all the way to the NFC playoffs. And then to see, you can see it on the players' faces, but you know what? That falls on the coaches. Knowing damn well you going in with, you have injured quarterback. And who the hell was that guy that they got?
Yeah.
That's a rhetorical question. I'm just saying they could have got anybody
Johnson.
else.
Some Johnson dude, I believe.
They could have got anybody else to be our backup.
Could have got Cam Newton. Like I said, could have got Cam.
That guy, as soon as Brock Purdy went down, you saw the look on that the next
He was shook. And then he got hurt, little bitch. I was like, damn. Stuff like that, man. I just can't. But with Trey Lance,
all the Eagles fans, like,
y'all
got to be one.
Mm-hmm. But that Trey Lance, man. Well, how did you feel about it? You never gave me your insight on it. How did you feel when you heard about it?
Like I said, I don't want to see another Brock Purdy because I think this guy's going to play well while he's in Dallas. Prescott's going to go down. Whoever their second quarterback, is he the third quarterback or he the second?
No, I believe Trey Lance coming in as second for Dallas. I believe so.
And he's the one that asked to leave, correct? Trey Lance asked to leave?
Yes, of course, because he got embarrassed.
Yeah, he lost his job. So what's fair is fair, but I am kind of sad that he left.
I don't think so. I still feel like people like George Kittle and all of them, the players, I feel like they, especially the O-line,
saying it.
the offensive line is just they're not used to scramble quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of offensive line that we have. You know,
But if
until they were
you
no,
see two
that's the
Trey
point.
Lance get tackled by the behind, if he's a scramble quarterback, why is he getting tackled from behind?
That right there, I can't really answer that right now.
If you're a
All I'm
scramble
saying is,
quarterback, you could be able to get away from those guys, but he almost never does.
well, because the way the line is set up, the formation, the way Kyle Shanahan has his whole lineup set up, you know, there's a certain way the way the offensive line moves to where it does leave somebody open to come and sack the quarterback because it's supposed to be beneficial to our running game, you know, but because our running game gets stops too, it changes the whole thing. Man, I just wanted to see Trey Lance. That's all it was. Just to see a whole season, even like just 6 or 7 games, you know, let him progress, give him the opportunity.
Yeah, but you can't do anything with when you keep getting injured. That was his problem.
That was his
And
problem.
that's a liability.
He must have really sucked butt because to be able to even lose a second string, I don't know. That just really, I was disappointed about that one. And then
Yeah,
for
I wish he
Brock
was
Purdy,
traded to another team. I wish he was traded to another team, but not to the
yeah.
Dallas.
But yeah, hopefully
Who's our quarterback? You got Garoppolo with the Raiders, and then you got this guy with Dallas now.
I don't care about Garoppolo. I never did care about Jimmy. Only the first 2 years he was there with us until he went down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was happy that he left. And, you know.
But Trey's the one that really bothering you right now.
Yeah, because I really wanted to see him. I really wanted to see him for a whole season. But other than that, man, that's all I got. Cause on our Niner thing, you know.
Yeah,
I don't want to vent about it. What about Tua? You seen Tua Tagovailoa?
Well, I just saw briefly that he was commenting on somebody talking smack about him.
Yeah. It was the cornerback for what's his name? The Steelers, the vet. Forgot his name. But yeah, about commenting, you know, because apparently Tua beefed up, which is good for you. And I love the fact that he showed his Samoan side. You know, he said something about, you know, and I'm just quote, you know, I'm ad-libbing, I guess, or allegedly saying, yeah, paraphrasing. He just basically said, you know, us Islanders, yeah, we're all love and kind and stuff like that. But then, you know, there comes a time where we just enough is enough. Stop talking about me. You know. I was like, there you go, young Oos. Step up to the plate. That's what I'm talking about, man. Tired of all our Islanders showing like that we have a heart.
Being humble. Yeah, big giants.
For real.
Big hearts.
It's like show your real true self. show our true self.
He should have said, don't take my kindness as a weakness, bro.
Yeah. Ryan Clark, I believe that's his name. He was addressing Ryan Clark, I believe.
So he was the one trying to clown on Tua.
I don't think Ryan Clark was even trying to clown him. He was just, you know, analyst. You got to say what you know.
Oh, okay. He's an analyst.
Yeah, he's an analyst. But you know, players, they you know, Tua's riding the wave like the rest of them. They're all speaking their mind. They don't like what a reporter's saying. They don't talk about them.
We'll call them out.
You know, nowadays that's what it is. It is pretty cool to see if it's a player you like talking back. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So big ups to Tua.
No, I thought Tua, remember when he was getting a lot of concussions in the previous seasons? I thought he was going to retire early, but obviously he's not. So good for him.
Good for him.
He has a healthy season, you know?
Yeah, because I mean, man, that's good that you bulked up, Oos. You know what I'm saying? Represent us, because yeah, it was getting kind of tiring looking at the Oos getting hurt. I'm like, damn. And then Brock Purdy, because they're small. These guys are like under 6. They're just about 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, dude. That's the only reason why I also wanted to give Trey Lance the opportunity. Because Brock Purdy gets hit like that again, there goes our season. You know?
Well, at least we have the redhead guy, Sam. That's
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Well, he's already given a lot of tapes. He sucks. I don't know what else they want from him.
Was
Hopefully,
he also first round pick?
yeah, he was a whole lot of stuff.
And he went to what team? He went to a sucky team first.
I forgot. I
And I
forgot.
remember he was another sucky team, the Panthers.
Yeah.
Um, maybe he'll do good over here.
Hopefully, I appreciate the positivity on your end. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hopefully, he ends up like what's his that the guy that went to the that used to be with the Rams and now he's with the Lions. Jeff forgot his name too.
Oh, Matt Stafford, the
No,
one
not
that came from the
Stafford.
line.
No, the one that's Stafford. He's with the L.A. Rams. The one Matt Stafford replaced. What's his name? Oh boy, that's now with the Lions, and he's actually got better.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot his name because
Yeah.
he was in our division. Jeff something. I forgot his name. It's not ringing a bell. But that's a team I'm actually excited. Is there any other NFL team that you like to, watch that you think is going to do good, or you just feel like that you're all about just the Niners? What kind of fan are you? You just watch your Niners, or do you watch other teams, or do you
I
like
just watch my
players?
Niners until they get kicked out. I watch
Yeah,
my Niners until they get kicked out. So I really don't care. I really don't care who wins afterwards, but I'll go for the underdogs.
yeah. I always go for the
No.
underdog. What about
Like I don't
players?
want to see KC up there anymore. I don't want to see Philly up there. I don't want to see the Seahawks, the chicken.
Man, I want to see I want all that smoke and
No, I'm
just
saying I don't want to
knock them
see
out.
them up there, the Super Bowl,
Oh yeah, yeah. Besides us, yeah, yeah.
Yes. I'll cheer for any other team, but I'm just gonna stick with the Niners until they get knocked out. I have a hard time cheering for another team anyway, so
Yeah, I don't cheer for other teams. I love my Niners. I just love our Polynesian boys. So I
Mhm.
cheer for them. And they're all over the place. I like them, It's representing the young Polynesians doing their thing.
Hey, don't we have another did the young cat make it on the Niners? Did he make the 53 roster?
I don't know. I haven't followed the Niners. I haven't followed the Niners this year because of our podcast, Queen. So I've been, because we're kind of like a social media network right now,
Okay. Yeah.
we're
You
gonna
know,
we gotta do our own research and stuff and then
I know,
put our
right?
put our
Dude.
opinions on here, man.
Well, I know. I think we're about to go to a game. I know we're going to a couple of games.
Mm.
So the Niners coming up here, and then I think I want to go to the Dallas one because especially now that Trey Lance is on that side.
Man.
I just wanna if I'm there to witness something, I'm gonna witness it. Just like
I don't
how I
know. I might come down there. I might come down there for that Dallas one too.
okay, let me know.
Actually, no, because that's expensive tickets. I want to come down there when it's cheap tickets. Because I
Ain't
just
no
never been
thing
to the
gonna be
Levi's.
cheap.
Ooh, the Cardinals. I gotta I gotta look at the schedule. Hey, Al Banger, what's it? Al Banger and Guru Oos. Them boys talking about going to Cincinnati.
Oh, it's gonna be
I
too cold
might
too, but
I might see you boys there, boys. I might see y'all there, boys.
we're
In
actually thinking
Cincinnati.
about the Pittsburgh one.
You're in Pittsburgh one too?
No, we were thinking about it, but looking at the weather, the time of it was like ugh.
Yeah,
Especially everything's been canceling like crazy these days. I'm not risking it.
yeah. I don't know, cuz we might hey, to our listeners, this might be a 49er podcast for the season till it ends, you know. Well, we're gonna have a segment on that part. We'll have a Oos Guru and everybody, our analysts come up and share their opinion on it and stuff. And we'll talk. It'll be a segment.
Right? Just during football season.
Oh no, man. Shoot.
And
That's
then
all I
I'm
got.
sure we'll attract many other followers by not being fans of the Niners, which is awesome.
Oh,
We
that's a normal.
yeah, we welcome all that.
All that smoke, man. But enough talk about that, man. Let's get into whyuce game time. And this game time, like y'all heard before, it's called Do You Know or You Know
Or did you know?
or Did You Know? So, we're going to do it like this, Queen, because it's just us. You're gonna ask me a question, I'm gonna ask you a question because it's all about you know. It's like, do you know or you don't, you know? Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm your boy Puni Moa.
And I'm your queen. Don't forget, log into wefobz.io.
That's where you'll find everything you need to know about us.
We also got merches selling on the website. You'll see the podcast whyuce right there on wefobz.io.
We appreciate your support. Cheer!
See ya. Oh Lord.
The Titanic, the actors in there. Do you know their role, their acting name, you know, the name that they were named after, or the character they were playing? The male and the female.
You talk about Jack and Rosie?
It's Rose. Does that count? Rosie?
Okay, Rose.
Hey, listeners, we're going trivia with movies. We're going just in case.
Jack and Rose, the young couple.
Jack and Rose. There you go.
The rich
All
and
right.
the poor, the peasant.
The rich and the poor. See, that's such a good story, y'all. Okay, well, do you know the name of the princess from Disneyland from Beauty and the Beast?
Oh shit, no.
You never know. Oh shit. It's always the easiest one, man.
I don't watch that.
You don't watch Beauty and the Beast?
Well, let me rephrase that. I watched it, but I did not pay attention to it.
Her name is Belle.
Oh, and what was the beast's name? The prince that became the beast?
Oh shoot, that's even a better question. I don't even know.
Right.
I don't even know his name. You know, me being a guy, it was all about the females.
I see that.
Nah, Belle, I can't believe you don't even know. But you know, it's all right. It's all right. I got one more. Oh, I got one more for you. Okay. So Star Wars, right?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So who is the guy that says, Luke, I am your father?
Darth Vader. Dude.
Ah, shit. I
only know because I was forced to watch all these damn movies.
Oh man, okay, go ahead, cuz.
All right. Who is the main actor in the movie The Patriot?
Mel Gibson. Come on, man, give me something else. Shoot. I know my history. Right.
Robounce.
Oh shoot, yes, Robounce. Okay. Robounce.
There's two of them.
I'm listening.
Do you remember what roller skating?
Yeah, there's one with Bow Wow.
Okay, who's the other?
Am I right? And then the other one was T.I.?
Nope.
Oh, dang. I don't know this other one. Was it white guys on there? Was it like white characters?
Nick Cannon.
Oh, Nick Cannon on the Robounce?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What's the question?
Okay. Let's see let me see if have you ever watched the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Sounds familiar. Give me a shot. Ask me the question.
All right. This guy, he's been on many movies. Who was the main character on this one?
Nope, not ringing a bell.
He played a role in Batman. He was like a number one. I think he still is, like, if he was single, he'd be a number one bachelor. He's an older actor because this movie came out in the early 2000 or 2000. George Clooney.
Oh, what? I wasn't even thinking George Clooney. You should have thought better was like for George Clooney. Damn, that dude is a G.
Mm-hmm. What about the comedy Blades of Glory?
Dang. It's not ringing a bell, but go ahead. I'm sure I watched it.
He's one of the main characters at Saturday Night Live. He's a news anchor man. He's such a clown.
You talking about Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Basically. Like the anchor man. What
So as
about
you
with
can see, we're doing movies early 2000s. I tried to do the 80s, but my boy was like, "Well, damn."
that hell?
I forgot. Yeah, you were just a kid.
Mm-hmm. Mine is more like late 80s, early 90s. That's all you got, question? It's like you asking me stuff and I didn't even answer a single one.
What does that tell you? What's the model of our game?
You know?
Well, I won't say it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be light with you because of your heart.
For real, man. Oh, shoot. Yep. And I believe that's our time, Queen. We have reached the hour. You
Yes.
know, I'm gonna have you close it out. I just want to do a shout out to everybody that continues to listen to us. Keep this rolling. We appreciate y'all, and stay tuned for the next one, man. Leave a comment, give some feedback. As we just continue to grow on this podcast and learn stuff. Let us know if you want to hear about the 49ers. Our intake about the Niners, baby. And that's what I got, Queen. Shout out to Guy So Smooth and
Shout
Chief Lord.
Yes.
Guy, Gray, Rastaman, Alpha Uso.
Oh.
Alpha Uso. Shout out to y'all, man, and to the listeners, man. And also Benji, Ben Jeezy, for that last one. It was pretty hot, man. Got some good feedback on that one.
Nice. Well, that's our WEFOBZ family that Puni went through. And again, thank you for tuning in to this episode of whyuce. Remember, we talked about our health. Self-care is very important. And if you have any questions about, any type of discrimination or anything with work related, drop it so we can talk about it, on Let's Talk About It. And if you have any other ideas, topics that you want us to do for the game, did you know? Or anything, and especially with our beautiful, lovely faithfuls, if you want us to talk more about the Niners, we shall. Just drop a note. And again, a shout out to all our loyal listeners out there. Thank you for doing the survey, and just thank you for being you. And may you have a wonderful week, wonderful day, and tune back, and we'll see you guys next time. And I'm your host, the Queen.
And I'm Puni Moore.
Anything you want, baby, hit me like I'm so into you. Move it with the vibe. I just wanna rub you down.